not have gone on looking. Oh, you're back.
Fucking bastard. My internet fucking died. I hate that.
Your internet died. Oh my god. Is it back
Yeah.
on?
No, it's on, Ariane. Oh man, okay.
Okay.
My my stream split into two. Got you. Alright.
Oof. Tadi aku agak lanjut sedikit, sorry.
It was the stroke, I guess, from the last. Let me see.
Aha.
Let me restart my music. Right. Where was I? Okay. At 73, youngest around. Okay. Second was Parchan talking his holiday unannounced on an utter solitude. When a stroke, when a stroke take, when a stroke ended him 18 years ago, he was perched on a rocky promontory above marine iguana nesting grounds at Espanola Island.
Uh,
He died. He died. It took 14 years to find his remains. We would not have gone on looking for so long, but for two reasons. Capon is a certain key, on which I shall say no more, except that he could not be allowed to stay lost, that he held in his brain a secret word without which we could not replace him. The alternating Galapagos rains and bright sun, and perhaps hawks had reduced him to moldering ruins of bones fragment, and only stubbornness anew. The recovery crew used brooms and bags to collect as much as him remained. The artifact was retrieved, to our relief, but we were still faced with the daunting task of extracting his shibboleth. With so original material to work with, none of the time-tested method of recovery were feasible. It distressed me to say this so, but it is unlikely that any records of our methodology will survive the impending purge. Suffice to say that having gathered his diaspora, we set out to construct a quantum approximation of him, physically, chemically, electrically, with sufficient accuracy that his heart would resume its beat, his synapses would fire, and his mouth would move it briefly. As we record but one iota of information from him, we hope, at best, they would survive long enough to provide it, and simply expire again. However, as is so often the case, we outdid ourselves. All the king's horses and all the king's men could indeed put him back together again. Roger was perfectly reanimated. He emerged from his cocoon looking a bit younger, healthier than my last memories of him. He sobbed uncontrollably for some time, unresponsive to any stimuli, yet after about half an hour he relaxed. His expression suddenly turned utter serenity, as he spoke two unintelligible but clearly joyous words. He was swiftly interrogated, but responded to our questioning with candor, enthusiasm, and an unmistakable relief. We kept him under quarantine in containment unit for 30 days. He offered no objection and cooperated completely. He behaved as any of us might under the circumstances, and in the end, after some light debate, we unanimously restored him to office. We were the ones who made him after all, and wouldn't each of us expect the same? He rewarded our hubris by resuming his duties with inspired vigor, consistently displaying deeper insight and wisdom than ever before. In particular, we welcomed some of the changes to his habits. As soon as the rest of us allowed it, he began regular fortification treatments for the first time. He appointed sensible entourage of medical staff and bodyguards that were never far from his person. Previously, empathy for his fellow men has never been his strong suit, yet suddenly he displayed renewed interest in safety of our containment protocols. He outcalled benefits of Foundation employees in a profound state for the sacrifice of D-Class. Under circumstances, none of this would struck us as particularly alarming behavior, but it should have. He has concealed the crux of it from us all, you see. First, naturally, in our initial interrogation, we asked him if he had any experience of memory of the afterlife. He claimed to recall nothing, exactly as everyone always does, and defeated our polygraphs completely. Yeah. Let me take a drink.
Okay.
He approached me first about 2 months ago. He asked if, in his absence, we'd obtain any pieces, which I shouldn't have to point out, not our term of art, capable sustaining life indefinitely. While breathtaking longevity is now within our powers, it may surprise you to learn that immortality is not. And our best theoreticians have recently posited that it will never be attainable. The resurrection we can accomplish, even his, cannot be repeated more than once or twice. Sapient life is necessarily intertwined with quantum uncertainty. Localize a particle with perfect precision, and it attains infinitely uncertain momentum, lost in an instant. Just so, the longer and the more tightly consciousness is bound to a specific vessel, the more likely it will scatter irretrievably on its own. Regardless of science, magic, or razzle dazzle, you, your children, or your great great grandchildren will one day assuredly die and stay dead. His disappointment at this theorem was palpable, and I experienced a moment of discomfort as a reaction. Not a week later, O52 received a word of severe breach of protocol. Roger, or rather O511, has initiated direct contact with APE and containment. For you, L3s, our ape skips are apex tier pluripotent entities. I imagine you can work out the euphemism. We kept our initial investment off the books. He'd been clever in covering its tracks. There was no breach alarm, no record of encountering any luck, but one of the skip's guard failed a random amnestic test, to his dismay, and there was trail enough on which to set our bloodhounds. We couldn't prove it, but imagine he risked exposure to Skip to offer some kind of deal. This could not stand, as two of his oldest comrades today, 052 and I, confronted him privately, but he caught us off guard, for he confessed everything and begged us for help. I surreptitiously recorded his pleas as precaution. It is easiest if I simply replay it for you now.
I dared not speak of this at first. You'd never have let me out of containment. The truth is, I was aware of all of it. I suppose I was asleep oblivion, like deep sleep, at first. But in retrospect, I think it was no more than a day. Slowly, but unmistakably, I reoccupied my corpse with dreamlike consciousness, numb for the first merciful hours, blind, deaf, and immobile. But then I seemed to reconnect every nerve and became aware of every sensation, more so than I ever was in life. Struggle amplified, subtle, then acute, then raking. I cannot describe it completely, but imagine holding your breath beyond urge, beyond pain, beyond desperation, head throbbing and eyes bulging, a dream of suffocation without end. My skin was blistered and split in the sunlight. Biting insects descended rapidly. I felt eggs hatch, larvae crawl, gases build up and burst within me. Individual cells was certainly, absolutely, totally alone, and before long all memory of life had shriveled to a cinder, lost beneath my interminable anguish. Alive again, I cannot quite recall the worst of it, as if my living brain is too small for the experience. And then let me draw apa.
Alright, this is, I think, oh man, I restarted again. My god. Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, three stream part, I guess. Oh no, no, never mind. It's not connected.
Fire! Well,
Well, literally
she
me.
accepts her fate.
This is
She
literally
accepts her
me.
fate.
Literally. I mean, it's literally like the continuation of life at part of death. Like, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine that. Like, you're like, okay, I'm done. And like, as in, I'm done being alive. I'm like, yep.
Okay, I'm done.
And then we're like, no, you're not finished yet. And then literally dying as if everything was fucking plucked out of your bodies.
That would be hell.
That would be how. Uh,
Fire, fire, fire! Well,
well, that was a
well.
fun mission. And look at that. Literally me.
Literally me. How many SCPs did we do
This is
today?
the sixth one.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, we did six. I think
Yes.
that's enough for today though. 2 hour stream. Yeah.
Mm, short one.
uh,
We like those.
yeah. It wasn't, anyway. I will uh I will download all of these and salah.
Yes, yes.
I will download all of these images and upload them to my both my Twitter and Blue Sky.
I do.
I'll like make a apa namanya a
Yeah,
thread.
just
I'll
yes,
make
you
a thread.
just
All
this
right.
shit,
I
this
think that's
shit's
been it for weekly uh weekly file declassification.
yes, my
So,
it,
researcher Red, do you have
yeah.
anything to say
Well, these
before we end this recording?
uh uh I don't know. I see a interesting hawk interest yesterday. That's all I can say to this.
Interesting what?
Interesting hawk, like the bird.
A hawk?
Yeah,
Only one of them.
yeah,
You only
singular
saw
hawk.
one hawk.
Yeah, a singular hawk.
Mm, okay.
That's something
Okay.
of note I can say, but nothing else because well, the work condition here doesn't really put much to be honest. So a single hawk is all I can see.
I
So
see.
yeah.
Okay. Well, uh, I don't think I have anything to say other than yeah. Going out of character though, aku
Mhm.
uh, Kamis I have a collab and
Ooh.
Friday as well I think. So yeah, that's
Mm.
all from me and maybe me and Professor Red we can collab again yeah sometime this week. Wink wink.
Hopefully. I mean, depends apa. But
Hopefully.
I'm
Yeah,
I
depends.
am pretty free now because a lot of my D&D sessions are either been cancelled or finished. So yeah, that's for me. To be
Okay.
honest. So I'm kinda a
Mhm.
goodie, as in alrighty.
Okay. Anyone that's coming from my stream, that's in my stream right now, go ahead and go over to Red's channel. I put Red's channel in the description. Go to Red's Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Follow Red. And apa namanya? We will be collabing more in the future. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully. I
Yes,
think that's
yes.
it for weekly file declassification. I'll see you
Mm-hmm.
guys next week. Same time, yeah. Same
Same
time
time
next
next
week.
week, totally.
Uh, bye bye. Good night.
Goodbye.